Like he said it out loud. You can't, like, you will make mistake. You will definitely fuck up. Like, you will fuck up. I was like, really? Like, I'm dead. Hello guys, it's your girl Waliyat Sulaiman. So welcome to today's episode. Well, today is Wednesday, and I promised you guys yesterday on my story that I'm going to tell you how my first court appearance actually went down. So I'm just about to but gist you. So let me gist you. So yesterday I went to court with my boss at the firm. So it was we went to upper area court. So it was like, okay, it was like, okay, why am I rambling? So, and the reason why I'm wearing mufti today is because we don't have any court case, so I decided to like wear my mufti, wearing black, white and black every day. It's not easy, so manage it. So guys, as I was saying, I was like, okay. So on Monday I went for the interview, and he interviewed me, and the interview actually went well. Then after he said, okay, that he asked for my referees, so I gave him names, and he called one of them and he asked about me. So, and I think the girl is a good girl, got a good review and everything. So I was recommended, and he actually employed me in a way. Should I think? Okay, let me use accept me, because it's like a PPA thing. I'll be doing it will be my place of primary assignment for my service here. So okay, the whole thing was just that you told me that we'll be going to the court the second day, which was yesterday, Wednesday. So I did not actually remember to ask that which court will we be going. So I came prepared. I was prepared though, so I came with my robe and everything, thinking we were going to the high court or something. So when I got here, I said, okay, we are going to the upper area court. So I had to drop my wig and gown, because you don't rope at the area court, magistrate court and the likes. So when we got to the court and we were there, the court was very full, like extremely full. The gallery, the bar, I think we have some diploma students that came to like watch and everything, that they were posted to the court. So everywhere was just like full, so they had to like the policeman that was actually posted that was at the court actually asked them to like step out, and the lawyers were able to sit. So we have a lot of senior lawyers there, so it was kind of late before it's like reach our turn, because they actually like, so there was a lot of senior colleagues, and like they call cases out of turn, like they mention cases out of turn. So the case was actually mentioned, their cases were actually like attended to first. The senior lawyers, like 10 years at the bar and the lecture, based on your seniority. So before it came to our turn, it was already very late, and my boss had to go to somewhere. So when so he told me that I'll have to handle the case myself, and I was like, it's my first day, I've never like made any appearances at any court before, or like I've always been doing moot and mock and all the school and everything, we do things. So this is a real court. God, how will I do it? And he said, you can do it, you got this. I was like, really? This man, like, the fact that I was like, fine. The fact that I actually believed in me is something, and I wasn't ready to like make any mistakes and everything. So he told me, okay, this and this and this are what you say and do and everything. So our case was actually formation. It wasn't like a big deal or something much, but being the first time, I was kind of nervous. So we were the defense counsel, like we were for the defendant, and it was a civil matter. So it was a civil matter, so there's not actually much to do. So after 1 million years later, like after a long period of waiting, they called my case. So after they called our case, sorry, not my case, not my personal case, it's from my boss. So after they called our case, then the plaintiff was not actually in court. So I stood up, made my appearance, made please your lordship, I am W Sulaiman, appearing for the first and second defendant, blah 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 blah. So the plaintiff counsel was not in court actually, and that was not something right. You are the one that actually brought the case to court and you are not there. And for the plaintiff, the person actually asked somebody to represent him. That was in proxy, and it's not supposed to be so. So what do you actually take the court for? So I brought to the attention of the court that plaintiff are not actually serious about this thing, and the plaintiff should be deemed to be absent because they can't actually ask somebody to represent them in proxy. So that is the main thing. So the court actually recorded that the plaintiff were actually absent, and so I proposed to the court that the case should be struck out for lack of due diligence, since the plaintiff were not in court, and probably when they have the time of the court, it should be relisted. It should be relisted when they have the time, so they can bring the case back to court. But for now, they should. So the court actually ruled that the case should be struck out, and that's how they struck out their case. Yeah, they did. I'm telling you, first time in court, and what, the case was out of the court already. And who did that? so and after the court actually ruled in our favor, that was the end of the case. I went out, and when my boss called, I briefed him that, oh, this is what happened, this, that, and I was like, okay, were you able to learn the court? How did you feel and everything? And I will not lie to you guys, I was proud of myself. Forget it's kind of I'm this kind of person that to believe in myself isn't the problem. I do believe in myself, but I think it's normal to feel one certain way when it's your first time of doing something. Should be grateful. It was actually a big deal for me, but I'm glad that it went well. Then I remember this. For a moment, I actually talked to a senior colleague. Do you think I can do this? This is what happened and how. And he said, you will make mistake, you will definitely fuck up, but then you pack your shit and get back together. I was like, how so discouraging? Just so discouraging. Why will you say that? How will I do it? But then he said, fine, you'll be fine after. Just do what you have to do. But don't discourage people. It's wrong to do that. But then when I talked to the other one, he said, okay, you will do it. Even though you make mistake, you will become better after. So that was what happened. Thank you for watching till this stage, because it's really an experience to be old. Really, it's an experience that I'm glad it happened the way it did. If you really watch my video till this stage, come on, you are a real G. Clap for yourself. Thank you very much. I appreciate. So kindly share, subscribe and comment. So I will see you in my next video. Bye.